This is Discovering the Scriptures with Dr. Peter John Parisis. We're now looking at Daniel chapter 2, verse 8. Reading from the King James Bible, quote, "The king answered and said, I know of certainty that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me." Unquote. Comparing this with the Young's Literal Translation, quote, "The king hath answered and said, Of a truth I know that time ye are gaining, because that ye have seen that the thing is gone from me." Unquote. Now let's go ahead and read this in context. The paragraph is Daniel chapter 2 verse 8 and 2:9. Reading King James Version, quote, "The king answered and said, I know of certainty that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me. But if ye will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you, that ye have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me, till the time be changed. Therefore, tell me the dream, and I shall know that ye can show me the interpretation thereof." Unquote. Now let's look at the raw translation of this from the Interlinear Bible. "Would gain you time, that I know certain for, and said, King thee, answered, decision my is firm, that ye see, because according to you all." Now I'm going to go ahead and do one more translation that's worthy to be studied on this, and that is going to be the ESV. Quote, "The king answered and said, I know with certainty that you are trying to gain time, because you see that the word from me is firm." Unquote. So we see with worthy translations that there are some translating differences. King James Bible, "the thing is gone from me." ESV, they said, kind of interesting, the word from me is firm. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and parse out this verse, which is written in Aramaic from Daniel, and see what we can draw from that. Now, the king answered. Let's parse out answered and see what it means here. It is PL stem, which is a form of the basic quell stem in Hebrew, so causative, and it's a participle aspect. So basically you can just add to be on that. So answered, to be, basically, and said. Parse out and said. That's a PL stem, which is a causative, and it's a participle, which is, again, you could add to be, so it's very casual. Answered and said, I know. So let's parse out this word know. It's a PL stem, so again, it's a causative. It's an active principal aspect, which in present time, the participle represents an action or condition in its unbroken continuity and corresponds with the English verb to be with the present participle. So I know to be. Oh, cool. I know to be of certainty. Now let's define out this word certainty and find out what we have from it. Certainty, truth, certain is the definition of it from Strong's. Let's go ahead and continue on. Certainty that ye would gain. Let's parse out this would gain. It's a PL stem again. So we are looking at a continuing of causality, and it's a participle to be aspect. So we're going forward. Would gain the time, because ye see. Let's parse out ye see. It's a PL stem, causative, perfect aspect, which expresses a completed action. Ye see, completed. The thing is gone. Let's parse out is gone. It's a PL stem, perfect aspect. So it's a causative action, and it's perfect in that it is finished. It is gone from me. It's pretty straightforward on this verse, and most of these are written uniquely in one time by Daniel. So let's go forward. I'm going to go ahead and read you John Gill's commentary because it's basically exactly what I'm thinking about this verse. Quote, "The king answered and said, I know of certainty, I see plainly and clearly what you are at, and am fully assured you mean nothing but that you would gain the time, or buy or redeem the time, prolong the time, put off the answer to longer time, spin out time as people do in buying and selling, or have it in their possession and power when to answer, and so by gaining time, or being master of it, might hope something would turn up to their advantage and keep them out of their present difficulties. Because you see, the thing is gone from me, the dream he could no longer remember, because the decree was certain, which he had determined concerning them," as far as in Daniel 2:5, which means that he would cut them up, kill them, make their home a dunghill, if they do not give him what he is asking for. He is the king and can do this. So there we have it. This is the verse and the meaning that is present that Daniel is conveying in Aramaic. May God richly bless you as you continue your studies and the discoveries of your walk with God.